coast of China today. 16 are missing and presumed dead. Closer to home, the government announced today that the entire city of Kmiecik, as well as a second-term captain tech, have been traded to the Feel-Right pharmaceutical company. In exchange for Feel-Right's promise to conduct all of its human drug testing within our borders. Government cheerleaders hailed these, saying that it will create jobs for almost half of the welfare recipients who are currently scheduled to be clear-cut and stripped. Sad note, Taurus, the lovable dolphin whose perilous misadventure with the drift net we all followed so closely last month, failed to move the bowels for a third consecutive day. A team of scientists is currently debating whether to employ a suppository device or one of those chocolate laxatives.
This fine program is being brought to you by JJ's Discount Meats.
I invented the concept of shame. I didn't say I was proud of it.
The following is a public service announcement.
In breaking news, a study linking soybeans to
Dave's blasting. We don't stand behind our work. We stand behind a tree.
Welcome back to Face Off, the unbiased political affairs debate program. Our next topic is the plan recently announced by the Ministry of Disposable Resources, human, that would see all welfare recipients reduced to their constituent chemicals, with the resulting goo being auctioned off to the highest bidder. Given that chaos invariably precedes order, I shall defer first word on this subject to my drug-addled colleague, Zulu Wounded Sparrow. It's medicinal, Bill. I suffer from chronic empathy disorder, and I'm feeling a lot of pain as a result of this legislation. This government just makes me so... I mean, this legislation is just bad and wrong. I am so totally going to vote the next election. I agree with you, Zulu. This legislation is bad, in that it does absolutely nothing to address the poor and homeless who are not eligible to collect welfare, and who, in my humble opinion, constitute a far greater eyesore, thus severely impacting the tourism industry. Furthermore, this legislation seems to assume that the welfare recipients will meekly present themselves for rendering. I do not believe this will be the case. Instead, our law enforcement officers will be kept busy rounding up the tame housed poor, allowing their far more dangerous free-range brethren to run riot on our persons and our property. In my opinion, the interests of our economy would have been far greater served by legislation enabling the issuing of hunting permits to wealthy tourists, enabling them to track down and kill all members of the non-productive poor, not simply those wily enough to defraud their way onto the welfare rolls. I'm afraid the Ministry of Disposable Resources, human, has really dropped the ball this time. That's another thing that disturbs me about this government bill. This whole concept of disposable resources, human, environmental, municipal. What's next? Health? My God, what if it's rights and freedoms? Maybe it's the medicinal marijuana talking, Bill, but I'm really starting to think that this government is out to get us. I can assure you, Zulu, the government is not out to get us.
Beyond, 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 beyond.
In our tribe, we speak with our eyes,
and nothing is left unsaid. There are no rules. Our souls are free to wander this garden in search of each other. Here I am. There you are. Tribut sans tribut.
This fine program is being brought to you by Dave's.
In business news, the soy market has collapsed in the wake of a study released 10 minutes ago linking soybeans to every disease ever known to affect human beings, including 3 that were previously unknown and 1 that had only been recorded in pygmy albino opossums.
This fine program is being brought to you by
Super sexy diet bar with stuff. Eat me, I'm yummy.
And that's my final shot. Over to you, Zulu. What? How could the soy market collapse? Pygmy albino opossums? I'm ruined. The hunt begins.
This fine program is being brought to you by